Swami,
Yeah,
what are you making now?
I am making now another Rasayana, high quality, one of the top 5 Rasayanas suggested by the great rishis of India, maybe by Dhanvantari or maybe by of that level of people. Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
What is this Rasayana?
Uh, Rasayanas are not medicines for any illnesses. Okay. The philosophy is that if the body has so many lacunae or ailments or defects or poor functions of the systems and process and glands and central nervous system or all the systems, the Rasayanas should have a holistic approach. It will just look at the total body and it will reset it. It works through the cellular processes. So the entire cellular processes will be serviced and redeemed to their possible, probable, original state of function for an individual who would grow up healthy at a given age, given state of the body.
Okay.
This I am making for a retired CEO of a German company in India. So he is about 66 years old. So he is already a healthy person, and this Rasayana will ensure, according to the philosophy, at least 100 years of life, but with perfect health, perfect immunity. This is an oil-based one. So I have developed a clear understanding that real interventions to the body correction, body servicing should be done at the brain level, central nervous system level, because the entire details of the body process, of physiological processes, anatomical processes, and all the systems are ultimately controlled or governed or even driven by the central nervous system, the brain and the spinal cord and the autonomic nervous system. So most of the Rasayanas work at that level and reaching up to the cellular processes, almost every cell of the body.
Okay.
Yeah. Or at least every cell clusters.
So for Rasayanas, usually how much time do you take to
That is
completely
another point. I told you many people don't make it. But on average it will take about 14 days.
to make one single Rasayana?
Yeah, yes. This one we started for today and almost a full day and night work. See, so much of things there. And all this are for only single Rasayana. And then the making of it, this cannot be made like suddenly heating it with a boiler and all that. That's the way it is done in big companies, okay? This is done precisely by wood fire only.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because that only is natural fire, that only is Agni. So, and Agni Puja also will be done. So you cannot do Agni Puja on what you call cooking gas fire. So, though that is also fire was the same. But the wood fire is very different. And wood also we use only a certain kind of wood. Wood of the vape tree. Yeah. We have cut about 3 vape trees in the last 2 years. Only with the vape, vape, what you call neem tree.
Yeah.
So it will take about minimum 14 days because it shall not be cooked fast. We cook it, boil it, again switch it off, put out the fire. Then after some 3 hours again fire it. That's the way it should be done.
Okay. So most of these herbs are really hard to acquire. So the expense of making this rasayana is might be a lot, right?
Yeah, as I told you, yeah, it is very hard to acquire. Mainly because 12 years back when I made a Rasayana, most of the things were easily available. Now they are not available. That itself is evidence that higher quality, higher order Rasayanas are not made by anybody. Okay? Rasayana meaning not Chavanaprasa Rasayana, that is just the name. Rasayana is a special domain. Okay? Rasam meaning the liquid factors of the body, which about 70% of the body contains liquid factors like blood, spinal fluid or cerebrospinal fluid or lymphatic juice and things like that. The ayana meaning their process expansion, process condition, their movement, like engine oil in an engine. So basically the rasayanas are those medicines which will service the engines of the body and make them perfectly alright, like overhauling and making an old vehicle better. Okay. Old vehicles can be completely redeemed into its full form. So actually rasayanas do exactly that. Yeah, therefore, yeah, because here also most of these items have been collected over the last 6 months. Because somebody had to really go for it and search it and find it out. Therefore, it will be very costly. Okay, at a minimum level, it would cost at least 1.5 lakh, and sometimes, depending upon the problem of the individual, like mental retardation or huge, heavy obesity, uncontrolled body proportions, or other anomalies like cancer or paralysis and all that, it may take at least 2 to 3 years.
Okay.
Therefore, it may cost that much of amount. Yeah, and I am working,
Yeah.
and not only that, the making of rasayana, everybody just cannot make it. It cannot be made by a servant, by companies, like employees. It has to be made by the Vaidya himself or herself. There are a lot of pujas, mandrams and all, homams in the making of every major rasayana.
Okay.
So I am always doing a mantram when I am cutting this, when I am making it. Okay. It is like a deifying a stone statue inside the sanctorum of a temple. It has been a piece of stone, somebody carved it in the form of a deity and it is placed in the center portion. And then for about 7 or 9 days there will be great homams and pujas and mantrams. Okay? And depending upon the quality of those pujaris and dedication with which they do it, that actual piece of stone gets at energy attributions. Everything in the entire universe is nothing but an energy field. Alright? Homams generate its own energy field. Then the mantrams do that energy focusing on the stone piece, and the pujas also. Okay, by which that stone piece acquires a certain power, definitely.
So
Similarly, these rasayanas also acquire that power. Other than the configuration of the herbs or the plants involved, by the mantrams and the homams you do. Rasayana itself is made like a homam only. Okay. And by fire, Agni Puja, Agni Mile Purohidam, Agni. So that attitude and mindset only, rasayana should be made. Because it's almost like giving a rebirth to an individual, get the point?
yeah.
Yeah.
Swami,
Yes.
you talked about being able to reshape the body or change the body proportions by taking the rasayana.
Yeah.
So, for example, the son of Mukesh Ambani, we don't know what illness he has, but definitely his body proportions are not that of a healthy body. So, can that be changed with our rasayanas?
So definitely, why not? It is much easier than a cancerous body. Yeah, definitely.
Oh.
Basically, rasayana, I told you, it is restructuring, resetting, overhauling the engines and every part of the body. Yes, definitely, yes.
Okay.
But there is another important point also. Yeah. I told you, you asked me a question whether rasayanas can be given to anybody. It cannot be given to anybody because of some other mysterious reason also.
Okay.
According to Rasayanic perspectives, a human being develops serious process problems or mental disorders of various kinds or serious illnesses like cancer or other ailments, varied kind of syndromes, but continuing for a long time and treated at many big places, and they are not working, okay? It's because either that individual has done some, in fact, even in Vaidya books it is showed, must have done some terribly unethical activities, a sin, that level of anti-natural, anti-human, anti-existence level of activities. That's why that person does it. One. Two, his or her parents might have done something.
Okay.
And three, his previous janma.
Mm.
So these are the three reasons why serious illnesses develop. So in fact, even in the basic test of Ayurveda called Ashtanga Hridayam, in the very first series of verses it says, the Vaidya who treats such people is committing a crime. Yeah. So what is the solution? So the individual who wants to take Rasayana for serious problems like cancer or whatever, this wherever, when a top level Rasayana to be taken for even a healthy body to have its original condition, he should be eligible for that. He should have a destiny for that, you know.
So how
When
do
every
you,
cat is a cat is a cat, every bird, every animal is living impeccably till the last day, why human beings are suffering from illnesses? That's because of this unethical mindsetting basically. Raga adi roga. Okay? Charaga says, by mental conflicts, thought conflicts, unethical activities done by the human being, human mind, almost all serious illnesses develop. Otherwise, why should there be illnesses? So, what I do is, I ask the person, of course I don't go searching patients, whoever chances, whoever has the coincidental opportunity to talk to me or contact me to get this Rasayana, I explain to them and they have to consult a very competent astrologer, and they have to ask a straight question, whether they have the destiny to live a healthy, happy, long life. Question number two. Somebody from Coimbatore says he can make it all right. Will it work for me? Only if there is 60+% of okayness from the astrologer, then only I will make a Rasayana for that person.
okay.
And beyond that, I am also a master. I have mastered the Chinese method of I Ching, I-C-H-I-N-G, and I mastered it mainly for this purpose. Better than astrology, I depend on I Ching, because Chinese method of I Ching is precisely created for knowing the unknown, knowing the mysterious, getting the variables that operate in the invisible realms of existence, and especially of nature process. So I check the I Ching also, whether this person is eligible for Rasayana. Then only we will make it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if somebody is found not eligible,
Yeah, of course we cannot take it because we don't. I don't have any right. You know, I am just a servant.
okay.
I am just a, let us say, very creative servant of Dhanvantari, Sasrada or Charaya or Vakpada or Swarnadhara. That's the way I look at myself. I am just doing it. Of course, I am a highly creative person, so I can know the configurations. I have mastered the details of everything, like I have done in whatever I have done in my life.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what do you think? Do you want this art of making Rasayana to go worldwide, or you want it to stay as it is, so that not
I
only
of course,
eligible people can reach it?
first of all, nothing can go worldwide. Not even religions, not even gods are not able to go worldwide unanimously, universally.
Yeah.
So, Rasayanas, of course, never. It is only for eligible people, never. And who will make it? It cannot be done by machines.
Okay.
Then it won't work. It will not go worldwide. Okay. Because as I told you, most people have to live their life.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a good question. Yeah, it will not go worldwide. Why should everybody, nothing will go? No, no, no. Even in India, even in the south, there are so many companies, well-known Ayurvedic companies, like Kottakkal, Nagarjuna and all that. Even they don't make Rasayanas.
Yeah.
Mainly because people don't understand Rasayana. Because for people, they take anything like this only when they are ill. And Rasayanas are not for any illnesses. Yeah. But taking Rasayanas can cure almost any illnesses also. But it's a tedious way to make it as well as to take it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Rasayanas are for higher order purpose. So most of the illnesses can be cured by existing medicines, whether English or Homeo or Siddha or Unani or Ayurveda. So there are already medicines, so-called medicines available for illnesses. As I told you, Rasayanas are basically not for any illnesses, it is for overhauling and restructuring and resetting the body processes. So I do this. I have most of the time somebody with illness also have come here. I tell them I am not treating for any illness. I am just restructuring the body. In that process, the so-called illness may vanish, will run away. Like that.
So do all the people who have to, so whoever is deciding to take the Rasayana, do they have to come here and take it, or how will they get the Rasayana?
Yeah, they have to, whoever it is, he or she has to come here.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the way it is. You have to go to the temple. You have to go to the Guru. The same procedure. Not because of that. There is an initial procedure for most of the Rasayanas. That is about 7 or 9 days of nasyam. Nasyam meaning ingesting certain oil through the nostrils.
Okay.
That only is the precursor. That is like, just like an old car, battery down, you push it and start. So that nasyam is kind of a push. Then normally for most cases there will be 3 phases of Rasayanas.
Okay.
So there are various illnesses. And so we have given Rasayanas to 70-year-old, 80-year-old, 90-year-old, even 100-year-old people. 90-year-old lady who could not do almost nothing, absolutely weak body normally, and she has gone 10, 16 years back. That's what her son told me. So she had to take only for 41 days. But for somebody else, they are taking for 365 days. Not for any illness. They wanted to redeem their original body. Like Meenakshi, you know. So she was a plump, normally kind of a woman of an affluent family. Okay. She took about 365 days of Rasayana. And now she looks like a college girl. She says she is feeling some 23 in her body, mind and spirit. Though she is 52. And she looks like that also. Even I could not recognize her when she came here. I knew that she was coming and she was standing on the door, and I could not believe my eyes that she has become so lean and young compared to her earlier shape. So they have to come here, whoever it is. And if somebody is so-called very well known and all that, like someone has come here. So he came here incognito. That means without telling anybody, without his formal appearance and all that, he came here, and it's a very, you can see the place, you know, it's a very secluded area near the mountains, and they can be here, nobody will know they are here.
Yeah.
Yeah. There is one person very well known, so he wants to come, he wants to take it, but he is scared of the public. Okay. So he is known to a lot of people, so, and he has to tell others where he is going, and he cannot go alone. A lot of such things are told. I said, no way. You come here incognito, that means you just come like an ordinary person, not with big cars and other paraphernalia. Just come here. Yeah.
So you will saying a mantra by the person who is taking the rasayanam have any effect on the person who is taking the rasayanam?
Yeah, that is one thing. Okay, good question. Yeah, you know a little bit about this also. Um, yeah, that is another aspect. This cannot be just like that sold to anybody like in advertising and people coming and taking it. The person has to be trained. Everyone who takes it need at least one day kind of an induction into the Rasayanic process. So they have to also understand the mantrams and they have to do that mantrams 12 or 108 times in general every day when they take it. Okay. Most of the Rasayanas for mental problems and all that, there are Rasayanas for 41 days or 90 days or 180 days, sometimes even 365 days they have to take the Rasayana. Yeah. So that's why this cannot be just like that publicly sold as a business. Of course, I don't do it as a business. It is my most beloved pastime. I love to do this. I am very inspired to do this. It is the way in temples also. Millions of people go to temple, but and they pray ardently. They are devotees, but they don't seem to benefit out of it because they just go there as a duplicated behavior imitated from somebody. In fact, reaching the temple, standing there, they have to also do the same mantrams by which that deity was installed there.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't know that mantra. Just like if you want to enter a theatre, you need a ticket.
Yeah.
Okay. If you want to enter the parliament, there are certain protocols. So there are certain protocols for entering the sanctum sanctorum and focusing attention on the deity also. And that definitely involves the mantra. But that people do not know. That will not be given to everybody like that either. Alright?
Thank you, Swami.
Alright. Yeah, thank you for your time. Thank you for taking this video.
Yes, sir.